And AI is already replacing junior employees' tasks at this company. And I'm going to show you the exact automation that this company is using to replace its junior employees with. And let me show you the blog I read that I saw that like, oh, McKinsey is using AI to create PowerPoint and take over junior employees' tasks. So in this video, I'll show you how to create PowerPoint automatically with make.com, and I'll show you the process. Let me see automate. I already did the legwork of it, but now I just have to find it. Wow, interesting. Okay, here it is. I thought I didn't do it for a minute, but here it is. I already did the hard parts so that I won't be fluffing and be doing a lot of nonsense in the video. So I'll start from the last slide and like work my way up to this so that it's easier to understand. So you need to connect your Google account to make.com. You need to connect a large language model. I'm using Grok, and there's a video where I showed you free large language model resources, and this is one of them, Grok. So because they have access to variety of different models like Llama, you also have Quen, you have Meta, you have DeepSeek, you have Gemma. So you basically pick the one that does best for the task, or you can even switch it up if you want to try different ones. So we start from the last slide and we're gonna work our way up to the first. So here we go. So you need a Google slide from your Google account, basically. So I didn't create a template. I just looked for Google Slides template, and the first result was Slides Go, right? So I got a template from this place. I got a template, and if you're wondering where I got this idea from, this video idea, I got it from, oh my God. Anyways, I go to Slides Go and I just basically picked this exact one actually. I saw this one and I just like picked it because what we're gonna do, we just need a template, right? Just to get things started. Once you have the template, we will actually download the template. You download the templates for your Google Slides because it's much easier, right, to connect my Google Slides. And that's what I am using. So, and you have your template, right? I basically have, let me download it again so that I can see what I'm talking about. Google Slides, download it. It's about to download. So once you click download, it will take you to, make a copy. It will take you to Google Slide itself, and it will copy the documents right to your Google Drive. So basically that's it. This is your template. And you'll notice that there are a lot of pages, as you can see. I think there are about 90 pages or something, which is a lot. You don't need 90. I deleted most of them, like a lot of them. So like 91 total slides. So I started deleting most of them and I started deleting most of them. And basically what I started doing is, because make.com allows you to fill in variables in Google Slides if it has double braces. Let me show what I'm talking about. I already did it, so I wouldn't have to do a lot of work. I'm just explaining. So we have the double braces here and we have title, right? Double braces, subheading. So what make.com does is it allows you to see that, what make.com does is that it sees the double braces and sees that as a variable to be replaced, right? So I'm going to show you in make.com now. Where is it? Yeah. So go to Google Slides, and basically you can see title. I have like the variable here that I can fill it with. So make.com looking for those double curly braces so that it can access it or fill in the curly braces with values from its own automation distance. So that's why I kind of like that little distance so that I can automate processes here, right? And basically what I did is just create curly braces for titles, subheading, and look at the name I'm giving them, title, right? And in your Google oh shit, my bad, take the model. And in your Google Slides, like in your Google module in make.com, right? Uh, Basically, I just connected my Google account, right? I gave it a random title, drop down, and because you can normally you choose my drive, but just because like the the email that has the access to this business to this slide is not connected to my make.com. So I basically just share the slide, and that's why when you go to choose a drive, it is shared with me. But normally, it's normally in your drive or whatever. But just like know where it is basically, if you're sharing it with yourself or if you have it in your drive. And the name of the slides is Business Slides Excel by Slides Go, which is the name here, right? So, and now you see the values that I'm going to populate the slides with, which is title, subheading, section one heading, and let me just take you through the slides and just show you what I'm talking about. So I need like to generate a title for this thing, a subheading. And the thing is you can use different templates for this. You don't have to use this particular one template. You can use 2, 3, 4 different templates and you're still gonna have the same like results because maybe you want to like mix things up, you need to generate different things. And where is it? Yeah. So title, subheading, I'm gonna go to the next slide. We have section 1 heading, section 2 heading, section 3 heading. You can also replace this analysis right here with another curly braces, but there's a lot of like there's a lot of repetitive tags that I just forgot about. Like you can replace this with let me just do it live. And curly braces. I'm gonna replace it with one of the same. You know what? I'm gonna do section 7 because I know there's no section 7. Section 7 heading. Yeah, curly braces. You can see like the text are overlapping, right? And I think, and the reason is because like there's not enough space. So that's why I just left it because I started realizing that even in the next slide, you see like some text overlaps, but I haven't like gone through that process yet, but I'll show you guys soon. So basically I have section 1 heading, section 2 heading in curly braces again so that you can access it in make.com and fill in the values there. And again, this was yeah. I just left this there because I like the aesthetic, right? So again, you can see section 1 heading, section 1 paragraph, section 1 bullet 1, section 1 bullet 2. This process was very what do you call it? Monotonous, and it was like I was just section 1 bullet 1, and the reason is because you want to like create a like the way you want your system to work is that you want it to be recognizable as variables, right? So if you have programmed before, you understand like writing variables, especially when there are a lot of them that are very similar. You need to kind of. But again, as you can see, you can see the like the what's it called? The curly braces again. Section 2 heading, section 2 paragraph 1, section 2 bullet 1, section 2 bullet 2, and so on and so forth. Again, it's very very boring process, and you just keep writing it. Again, section 3 paragraph 1. I can replace this with section 3 subheading 1 or whatever. And again, as you can see, let me move this out of the way. As you can see, like the paragraphs are overlapping, but then you can move them around and just see which one works, which one doesn't work. I just left it the way it is because that's where the template came right. And instead of going through the whole thing, but you can kind of see the values of this title, subheading, section 1 heading, and yeah, section 1 heading, section 3 heading, section 4 heading, 6, section 1 bullet 1, section 2 paragraph 1. I can go through it, but you get the whole idea, you get the gist. And this JSON is just like our large language model is going to give us a JSON result, right? So we need to just like pass it to the JSON string so that we can access the values like the grok model returns, because you need the variable like the model returns to be able to input it in your Google Slides module so that you can just like so that you can access it as a make.com variable. You know, when you using make.com, you can access the variables, right? But right now you can't access it. You have to use the JSON model so that I can access like each title variable, subheading variable that you generated with your Grok large language model. It doesn't matter if it's Grok or whatever, you just generate it, right? And this is now the trickiest part where I copied from this guy, Nick's Arrive. And let me go to my issue because I was doing it last night and I want to give credit where credit is due. So I basically just, yep. So this was the exact video I used to kind of template this idea because it's mostly the same thing they did here. I'm just doing the same thing, but
coming down. Oof.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's using the similar template, but I got the idea from him and basically copying and paste, but not the same modules, but you get the gist. So the Grok model needs to be, this is the tricky part where I saw him, like, even he struggled with it, but you have to get the large language model to generate consistent results, right? And it's very tricky to do that. So I just use ChatGPT to, I'm using a large language model to train a large language model. So remember in the last module, Google Slides, we want to generate a lot of variables, as you can see. And we need this in JSON. So title heading, section 1 heading, section 3, it's a lot of variables. And if you scroll down a lot, the thing is, you can just ask ChatGPT to to train your large language model for you. And yeah, let me just, I keep confusing this thing. So basically, you just download your template. It can be for actually even Google templates itself, because Google has its own templating listed. And when you download it, upload it to your Google Slides or Google Sheets or whatever. I'm closing this down because my laptop gets slow if it sees a lot of tabs. And yeah, we're back. So you need the large language model to generate a lot of variables, right? So I just asked ChatGPT I'm trying to prompt, this is the exact thing I asked it. I'm trying to prompt a large language model for automation purposes, create exact examples to show the LLM what to output using the following input. Generate high quality copy for a lead magnet in JSON and ensure the following variables are present every time. Right? So I just gave it like the list of the variables that I want, because what I want here might not be the same thing that you want. You might have to generate. So let's say section 4, paragraph 2, right? That's why I stopped with section 4. Let's say you might have to generate section 4, paragraph 7, paragraph 8. So you might have to just like add what you need in your PowerPoint slides to just the list and populate it. And basically just like maybe try to copy and paste the same thing to ChatGPT and ChatGPT. And what that will do is like it will generate example input for you, right? So I just copy this. I copy this topic because this is going to be the input that I'm going to feed ChatGPT or the large language model in my make.com. So let me show you Grok. So the system role is you are a helpful, intelligent writing assistant. The role is user, and I just gave it a list of, like, this is the same prompt I gave ChatGPT, but using the following if generate high quality copy for lead magnet in JSON. Use professional persuasive copywriting suitable for blah, blah, blah. And this is just me asking the large language model that I want you to generate JSON every time with this variables every single time in the JSON. And so yeah, this is where I started to give the examples, right? So topic, AI-powered marketing for small businesses. Like as you can see, AI-powered business for small business. I'm just giving it examples so that I can like train the model that I want. You're going to receive this particular input, which is going to be topic, summary, anchor, and the company name. Sorry. And the assistant is going to output, right? Title, subheading, which is basically I'm not doing this honestly because this is a lot of writing that I'm not gonna do. So specific to my own template and the way I structured it and the headings that I have and the paragraphs that I have, I just ask ChatGPT to generate all of this. And as you can see, what I'm giving it is exactly JSON. There's no text, there's no like added text behind it. So I basically just did it 3 times. So this is one, right? So this is one, like example input and example output. And then example 2, YouTube marketing, and another one. I just basically copied and pasted so that to give it an example of what to output. So user and assistant, same thing, it's a long text. So user again, an assistant, an assistant. And the thing is you can do 3, 4, 5, but you're wasting tokens. I'll be right back. I need to clear my throat. So we're back and right. So the thing is you can generate as many examples as you want, but I think 2 or 3 is enough. I did 2, but the thing is I asked ChatGPT to generate 3. So you can add one more if you like. So I basically did 2. I gave it user content, what I'm going to be asking it as input, and the output, right? And then the last like the last message the large language model is going to receive is from the user, which is, again, as you can see, topic. It's a JSON, right? Topic. And what this is like the variables are coming from like the form intake that I'm going to be using for this, what do you call it? For this workflow or whatever. And let me show you that. So like the large language model is going to receive the topic from this form, the tally form. You can use type form, you can use any type of form, Google Forms, whatever. But I'm more comfortable with this, and yeah. And it's going to receive like from the tally from the field, the summary, and the company name is going to be from the form basically. So that's how you train your large language model to be much more precise in your, just give it examples that you want it to output. And I think that will go a long way, honestly. It will take tokens, obviously, but, and yeah, temperature 0.7 and top is 1. The reason why I did this is because in, like, the person who I copied I think the person who I got the idea from, right? Yeah, Nick Sarayev, check him out if you wish. I saw he used like the same temperature and this thing. And I even used the same examples, but the thing is his template was different from mine, so I just had to find a way around it. And basically once that generates your JSON, you pass it to your, once that generates the results, which is going to be a JSON, hopefully. Sometimes it doesn't. Then you pass it to a JSON, which is just results. And then this allows that JSON to get the variables from that particular JSON, which is a string, at the point of output from this grok. Like the JSON is a string, and then because, let me show you here, because we are outputting text, not JSON, right? So now that the JSON is a string, we now have to pass it to this module, which is parse JSON, and basically just allow the variables in the JSON to be accessible in our module. And this is sleep. Sleep is 1 second, nothing really. And then the form itself, which is from tally, let me show you. This is basically the form. What do you want the topic of your legend to be? Provide a brief summary. Let me show you the actual form, right? Let me edit the form. So this is actually, this is what the form looks like. What do you want the topic of your legend to be? Provide a brief summary of the points you wish made in your piece, and what's the best email to send your finished lead magnet to? First name, email, company name. So from this form, when you fill in the form, And where's my? I keep mistaking. When you fill in the form, this module watches for responses from the form, right? And then it runs through this workflow, and I'm just smiling because I remember yesterday I made a stupid mistake. And then you pass in the responses from the form this this input to the large language model, and then you generate the JSON, and then you see a little filter here. The reason is, like, this condition is never going to be true. Like, you can set conditions in between modules for make this come. So I just wanted to like stop here so that I can just, because this was yesterday, I wanted it to just stop here so that I can just like see what it is generating. And I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to run through the process of the whole workflow up until the JSON. Then we'll go to the Google Slides. And I think that's it. It's not a very impressive thing, but it is actually taking people's jobs. So I guess I guess it's actually something to pay attention to. Should I run it now? Am I missing something? I don't think so. So, and yep. How do I go back? Where's the? How do I share the link? The link to the, copy link. All right. So I will be going through the whole process now. This is the same form that I just showed you in Tally, and basically I just created a webhook for. Once you just create Tally, to show you like create a webhook, and it asks you to connect to your account if you have one. Once you connect to your account, you will see the forms that you have in your account, which mine, I just have two, right? If you go back my workspace, right, I only have two, so I saw only two. And then this one, I clicked on this particular one that I needed. So I'll run through it now. Let's go run once. Right, so it is waiting for a response from my lead gen magnet. And honey, you know what? Let's do chickens. And next, how important chickens are for agriculture and the world, right? So a random topic that doesn't have to do with marketing, digital agency, or whatever. So first name is Philip. I know that's not how you spell Philip, but Philip at mail.com. That's a fake email. And the company name is Dash Diner. Right? So the make.com form is module is still waiting for the form intake, right? So once I click submit, and then bang, 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 bang. Voila, normally you have the slides, but I just wanted to see the output, which is, ooh, look at that. Wait. Oh my God, no. Oh my days. This is short, man. Like, it didn't output everything I wanted, so, This is not everything I wanted to output. Or is it actually, let me see. Let me see what Grok, like the large language model. Maybe the messages, the tokens I asked it to return. Maybe it's the tokens I asked it to return. That's why. You know what? Let's increase that to 10K. I think it's the tokens. Let me do. Because I did 4,096, right? I'm gonna do 10,000. Is that enough? Let's just click save, and then I'll run through the form again. So, man, mistake. I think that's why I didn't see, because right now, if you check it, if you look at it now, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And in here, I have a billion variables that I need to fill in. So I think that's the reason why I didn't. But if you look at the outputs, honestly, you can see chickens are often overlooked, but they play a vital role. You can see generated some good points for why chicken are important. So let's do chicken again. No, we need to watch for. I usually forget this sometimes. So now it is watching for a form intake and chicken. Why chickens are important for agriculture. Right? So again, first name doesn't matter. And no.com tab, and company name is Lily Flowers. It doesn't matter really. So submit, and let's go to 8,192. I keep running into issues, man. This is crazy. 8,192. Really? Why is that? But the thing is, I might generate more than that. So this is tricky, man. If I don't generate up to that, but you know what? The idea is just to, you can use a better large language model, honestly, because I think I'm using a cheap one. So it's costing me right now. I'm being embarrassed. So I'll just do it again. And I know it's not interesting to watch me write chickens and why they're important, right? Next. Why chickens are, you can fast forward the video, honestly, if you want, and see me success, and see me when I'm actually successful in agriculture. And yeah, the name doesn't matter. That's .com. And no, we need an actual email, so at and G flyers basically. So submit, and thank goodness. Let me see the variables it has put there. Okay. You know what? I'm not mad at. Ooh, this is actually perfect, man. This is flipping perfect. So as you can see, I've not put the variables in the Google Slides module yet. So I'll just do it now. Title, subheading, right? Section 1 heading. Section 3 heading. Why is section 3 heading here, man? Yeah, I don't know. Section 3 heading. I'm just like matching it because the same output is what I asked it to. It's the same one that is in my template. So I'm just matching it to the variables. And basically what you'll see next, I'm going to run it again now. Last time, and if it works, it works. And what I'm going to do is just basically run it one more time and generate a Google Slides. And you can send it to anybody you want. You can ask someone to fill in this form and they'll get a personalized whatever, Google Slides. And yeah, basically automating, I can't talk on section 2 heading, right? Section 4 heading, section 5 heading. Why is section 5 heading? I'm going to pause it and come back when, because this is a very... All right, so I already did the very, very boring process of matching the subheadings and the variables. But I noticed something, like it is missing some of the variables that I actually wanted and I actually asked for, right? And what I noticed is it is not returning, maybe it's the module I'm using, right? Maybe it's this little, Maybe I should just change it. I don't know, use Quen. Should I use Quen? Or DeepSeek? Because maybe it's actually the model I'm using. I don't know which one to use. I actually don't know which one is smart or which one isn't smart. Because like I noticed like it didn't return some of the variables I wanted. And maybe it's Llama that's the problem, not Whisper. I think Whisper is like some. I don't know which one to use, man. This is crazy. This is. You know what? I'm gonna use just save. It doesn't matter, right? And I have to run it again. Check-ins why they're important. So we're gonna fill in the form again. Because I noticed like it didn't give me some variables. First name, doesn't matter. Email at mail.com and ginger honey. And there we go. Let's see. Man, this is. What do I need to do? Because like it's giving me different. It's giving me different. Oh my goodness. Because different models, like, you know what? I'm going to pause this and just come back when I have it figured out so that I won't. I know what I did wrong. The thing is, so remember here, I was limiting. Oh, let me show you. In the large language model, I was limiting its max token return. So it didn't return some variables that I actually wanted or asked for. So, and I think now I should be able to see them. Section 2, paragraph 2. Section 2. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, my God. So the thing is, some large language model in Grok, they do not actually give you the output you want. They give you like the process of thinking how it will work. It doesn't actually. So I had to go through that for like a couple of minutes. But that's by the way. If you're watching this, like just make sure like you do not limit the tokens because maybe the tokens are longer than what you might think. So section 5, subheading 4. Yeah, there we go. So I could have cheated my way out of this and just basically done any variables it transmitted, but I wanted to be kind of stone-headed and stubborn. So section 5, paragraph 4, which is section 5, paragraph 4, section 5, subheading 3, section 5, paragraph 3, and is there anyone more I'm forgetting? Yeah, I think that's it. So I think it should work now. And if you're using Grok, please be very careful about this. Maybe ChatGPT doesn't give you the same problem or issues or whatever. And the thing I also noticed, like maybe it can output, let me remove this filter so that it goes through the Google Slides and creates a Google Slides in our. So this is the template, right? I don't think you need the template anymore. So this is my Google Slides account in Google. I have only 3 slides right now. Actually 4. I'm gonna delete this. Should I delete this? Yeah, I should delete this. Yeah. And let me delete this. It's repetitive. I only downloaded this because I wanted to show you guys how to download from. Yeah, remove. Yep. It's okay. That's okay. I don't think you still need the form, but it's fine. You still need the form. So remove this filter. Remove this. This is also to make sure like we had our variables correct. And yeah, I'm gonna run through it now and hopefully it works. Fingers crossed. Hope I'm not banging my head against the wall. And do you still need this? No, we don't. Alright, so we're gonna complete this form again. But before we do that, we need to watch for responses. And the thing is, you can actually, at the end of this Google Slides, you can actually send it to companies, businesses, emails. Just create a module that you need, maybe an email. And from this Google Slides, the output is going to give you, what's it going to give you? I'm going to show you when I run it. You can get the link of the Google Slides in your Google Slides account, like Google Slides account, and you can share it to anyone. Instead of me yapping, why not just run it? So now we're going to do a random topic. What topic shall we do? I'm excited. I'm excited for this to work. Ula, oops, the most random topic ever. And then let's do the importance of Ula. Oops. I want to see what ChatGPT will generate in cultures and the dancing community. I'm just making stuff up, man, honestly. I'm just making stuff up. And the name doesn't matter. Because the reason why is because I'm not using the first name actually in the Google Slides. And the email doesn't matter too. @.com. And the company name is Plague Dance. So, am I? Okay, yeah, it's watching for responses and submit. Yep, let's see. I'm excited. What? What? Oh my god, I have to do all that again. Oh my days, no way. I just submitted it, man. What are you on? Am I out of, oh my god, am I out of this thing? Am I out of operations? Oh my days. Because I might be out of operations, man. Ula, oops. Man, this is crazy. Cultures and dance community. Right, so let me see. It's still okay. I hope I'm not out of some. I hate doing this process, man. It's repetitive, honestly. But it's fine though. It's fine. This is what automation is. Any like programming, this is what most of it is. Debugging, bugging, slide, dance, and submit. What? Why is it? Oh my god! No. Oh, do I have another problem? Do I have another problem? What have I run into? Oh, I'm gonna check my operations now. Yeah, first stop. No, this is crazy. Let me see if yeah, it's recording. So I have a problem, bruv. Is it my laptop? What's happening? Oh, this is crazy, man. What? Oh my days. You know what? I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm running into issues, man. Alright, so I'm back after a lot of debugging, and as you can see, the sun is already the sun is already out. I was just sitting here in silence, just trying to figure out what went wrong. And let me save this. Again, I have to remove this filter. You know what I did? I had to do a lot of what I did again, just to be. You don't want to know, but anyways, it should be working now. And let me run the form, and yeah, it should be good to go. So watch for form input, right? So fingers crossed, man. Honestly, fingers crossed. Ula oops. Importance of Ula oops in cultures and dance community. First name doesn't matter. Maybe the first name that's killing me. You know what? I actually write something. Let me just put joy. You know, this is how crazy I am. Maybe I'm actually superstitious, but because this thing has been giving me problems. John dances. I actually want to put a responsible input. Okay, here we go. Please, no errors, man. No errors. No errors. God damn it. Oh my days. How dare we, man? How dare we? Let's refresh the slides. It will not be here. It will be in my other. Yeah, okay. Because this one doesn't have access to my make.com. It's in my. Where is it? I have too many emails, man. Too many emails. Sorry. Yeah, emails, right. Oh, yeah. Oh, what happened? Wait. Please, man. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, oh my days. I was scared, man. Because I saw I only saw the curly braces in the but you know what? I'm not mad. I understand like it's bigger than World of Hula Hoops, a cultural phenomenon, discovering the fascinating history, significance. Again, this was the heading that I just gave an example. If you remember, if you remember exactly the point in the video where I just made up a random section 7 heading because it doesn't exist. So I just made it up and you can just replace this with an actual heading, which is um I just put information, man. I'm actually quite tired, honestly. So put lots of information there. As you can see, it creates table of content, benefits of. Wow, this is actually crazy, man. I could not have done a better job. Section 1, bullet 2. What happened here? Let me see. Section 1, bullet 2. Section 1, bullet 1. It's not here. That's interesting. I'll probably have to fix that, but you get the idea, you get the gist. Basically, I've just created a whole project or a whole assignment just in. Like, look at this, man. Look at this. This is crazy. I promise you, your teachers wouldn't know, or your employees wouldn't know. Let's put this up a bit. The science behind hula hoop therapy, crazy, man. But again, you can edit this because the fact is this is for business, right? So if you generate this, you won't actually want to send it to a client immediately. You actually want to go through it and make sure it meets certain standards. And yeah, I know the errors in the. I should probably have, man, like the fact that this is overlapping with the actual task is like I'm not satisfied. I want to do it again, but I know that that's not the point of the video. The video is just to make sure that you understand that it works. Spinning the word of hula hoop with joint dances. Wow, this is actually crazy, man. I actually created a full advert for the company and join the joint dances community and impress. Wow, man, this is insane. Honestly. Oh my goodness, this is actually a good. How dare we, man? How dare we? But again, I hope the process isn't too tedious. I know some process is actually tedious, like manually, but the whole idea is just to automate the whole process. Once you do it once, the second time is gonna be faster, it's gonna be a breeze. So again, the mental process of actually debugging this thing puts me through my own paces. Because I was like, what's the large language model? Maybe it's because of the one I'm using, the Grok. because I'm trying to figure out which one works, which one doesn't work, which. But yeah, you get the idea, you get the gist. Make sure you give examples because sometimes it might not output a valid JSON. So give examples that this is the input, the output is just JSON, and maybe in the assistant, in the system, or in the content that you're asking it, you just say output only JSON or whatever. Just be explicit about that. And I think once you have that, once you get that in, once you like run through your own template and all of that, I think you would get the feel for it. And the thing is, like, this inputs can be anything. It can be from Google Forms, wherever forms. It can be an internal resource or whatever, and the Google Slides. And I mean, it's actually insane, man. Let me look at this again. I could not have written. I promise you, I can't write three sentences about Ola Open. And the thing is, there's scientific. Yeah, you need to fix this. I don't know why it's not showing. It's like section 1, bullet 2, right? But I don't want to go through all this again. Not, I don't want to go through it, but if I do it now, I'm going to maybe have to spend another 20-30 minutes, and this video is already long enough. But again, this is valuable. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be sharing this particular module so that you guys can copy and paste basically this, like the system I'm using. Because like this actual template of querying the large language model, maybe you might need it. So I'll just share it, and yeah, hope you guys have a good one. See you all later.